What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Michael Knapp Fishing. Today's video was supposed to be the White Pine Marine Tournament recap. Well, let's just say I made a mistake. We're going to roll that intro and then we'll get into it, guys. All right, guys, so the tournament recap was completely filmed. I had everything ready to go on the GoPro. Wonderful footage of all 20 to 24 catches. I don't remember how many catches we had, but it was over 20. And in my bumbleheadedness of just not paying attention, well, back up a little bit. I had 4 or 5 days worth of video footage on all of these GoPros, all of them. And I've been nonstop trying to import them for the last 2 days. I was not paying attention last night at about midnight. I was extremely tired and I thought I got them all, and I deleted the entire SD card that had everything on it. So used to, I had a recovery system that I could grab the SD card, put it in my computer, and it would bring everything back. But they are now charging $89 for it. And to be completely honest, that just isn't worth it to me. And please don't take this the wrong way, guys, but I don't have enough views. I don't have enough viewers. I don't make enough money off of YouTube to justify spending that $89 to then get all of my footage back to post a video that might make me $10. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't equal up for me. We're going to do the video recap in a non-traditional way. We're just going to kind of go over it a little bit. As most of you all knew, I had a pattern set up, or not a pattern. It wasn't a pattern. I had a spot. I had one spot. It was a main lake point with a river creek bend in it, and it was stacked. Over 100 fish in it. It was stacked. I knew that's where we were going if we could get to it. So boat number gets called. We're boat number 51. Shane and I are counting. We have about 30 people that ran to the river, and that's where we were going. We were going to the river area. When we launched from 25E, we're back in Cherokee Creek, and it splits. You can go to the dam or you can go to the river. And so we were counting how many people were going to the river. So we knew that there was a strong chance we were not going to get to our spot first. So we're flying, we're hauling in the Falcon, and we turn the one corner and I can see my spot about a mile away. I have a straight shot at it. I see it and there's nobody there. It's like, boom, we've got it. We're good. We have a possibility of a top 10 finish in this tournament. Because the fish that I was catching, as you all remember, I showed you all in the last few videos, I was catching high quality fish off of some of these spots. I knew there was a chance that I could bring in 15, 16, 17 pounds. And I didn't want to become arrogant with it. I didn't want to be like that, but I knew there was a chance that I could possibly win this tournament if my fish stayed there. Shocker, they didn't. As we pulled up there, second cast, Shane caught a 8 or 9 pound hybrid I'll post a picture of. And that was about the time that I realized they had moved. My entire school of over 100 smallmouth and largemouth disappeared. I could not find them anywhere. So we're scanning around with my Garmin Panoptics, and we find what we think is the school again. We throw back out there, and what do you know, another hybrid. So the hybrid and striper have ran off all of my fish. We made a call, we decided we were gonna change it, and we went to that secondary pattern that you all saw in the last 2 Friday videos. That was all that we wanted to do. We wanted to find secondary patterns. That way, in case we didn't get to that first spot, we had something else, or in this case, the hybrid and striper ran all my fish off. Therefore, we had something else. I'm gonna exit out of that real quick. So we went to my secondary pattern, and my second or third cast, we caught a 16.5-inch largemouth in like 2 feet of water. So instantly I looked at Shane and was like, you know what this means, right? The males are trying to move up, and we are going to have to weed through all of these 15 to 16 inch largemouth to try to find bigger fish, which was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal to us because we knew where they were. We knew where the males were. The females would be right behind them, surely, sooner or later. So that was kind of the pattern that we ran. First spot, or the second spot that we came to after the first one, we rolled in there and we caught a dozen fish or so. But yet again, they were all 15 to 16 inch fish. We culled 8 times during the tournament, and it was culling like a 15 for a 15 and a half. A 15 and a half for a 16 for a 16 and a half. We weren't making big culls. Finally, we pulled up to a main lake spot. Shane bombed out his bait, and he hooked in. I instantly knew he hooked into a good one. When he laid back on that thing, that rod bent hard. I was like, oh, hey, we might have a kicker fish. Gets it in, 4-pound largemouth male. It was not a female. It was a 4-pound male largemouth. Whatever, we threw it in the live well, so now we've got a 4-pounder. We've got a 4, and we've got 5 16-inchers. They were like 15 and a half to 16 and a half. They were all right in there when we caught that one. So in the back of our mind, we're thinking, okay, we've got 4 of them coming in at 2 pounds for 8 pounds. And then we've got the kicker fish at 4 pounds. So we've got about 12 pounds right now. So we knew that we needed at least 2 more big kicker fish, try to get to that 15 to 17 pound mark. So we've moved around, we're back on main lake again, and Shane makes another cast, and props to Shane. He did all of the work for us on big fish. Apparently I could not catch a big fish. I was all catching nothing but small fish. We got in there on a main lake point, and he made another cast. I missed one. He laid into one, caught a 3-pound smallmouth. It's a little bit better. We've culled up. We're probably at about 13 pounds now. We still have got to make some more culls. We went on the rest of the tournament, catching 16-inch largemouth. Like I said, we caught between 20 and 24 fish that day, just waylaying them, just nonstop. But then the day got even worse when, I don't know if for anybody else that was on the lake, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. This hailstorm blew in out of nowhere with heavy fog, and it blew in while we were in the middle of a run. So we're running 70 mile an hour down the lake, and I kind of see up in front of me, I was like, is that fog or is that rain? About the time we hit it, I realize it's hail. I have a helmet on, so I don't really feel it much, except for I'm on my neck. Shane has a save face on, so it's still hitting him in the head and everything. As we get a little bit deeper in, we lose complete visibility. We cannot see the trolling motor on the front of the boat. It got so thick. So I couldn't just shut down in the middle of the main channel because I knew I had somebody behind me. So I had to run just the map and try to get off to the edge to try and find a boat ramp, something, a boat dock, something to slide into, to try to kind of protect ourselves. But my face shield was frozen over from the rain and the hail hitting me, and the speed that we were at was freezing everything. So I couldn't even see out of my helmet. We had to try to get back to somewhere that we could de-thaw and be safe. We waited out that storm. We ran back, and instantly everybody knows, like, kind of one of the places that I lay back onto is Fall Creek. When everything else goes wrong, I know I can usually plunk off a few fish in Fall Creek. It's a community hole. It is what it is. I knew we could go in there and probably plunk off a few fish. We get in there, plunked off a few fish, but shocker, they were all 15 and 16 inchers. End of the day, we got to weigh in. I didn't think we had a bad day. I thought, hey, you know, we have a possibility to maybe end up in the top 20. You never know. I've weighed in and cashed a check with less. So we get in there, and the guy in front of me busts out 16 and a half pounds of smallmouth. And I just looked at Shane, and he put his head down. He's like, oh, we're done. It is what it is. We weighed in, I think, 12 pounds, 12.71 pounds was what we weighed in for the final. And we ended up taking, I think, 31st. Wasn't a phenomenal day on the water, but it was enough that we got points. We moved up in the standings, and we'll try to make up for it at a later day. I really don't know what else to say about it, guys. the video footage that I had was just so much better. It would have told the story so much better, because when you're watching Shane and I, we had two camera perspectives, one in the back and one in the front. The one in the back, I didn't realize got iced over, so you couldn't see anything. The ice literally compacted on top of the lens where you couldn't see anything. So that one was eliminated right off the bat. My new front camera view, that I don't know that a lot of people have seen a whole lot yet. I haven't really posted a lot of videos with it. So when you're running, the back is to the wind and the front is facing us, so it was protected from the ice. So we didn't have to worry about that, but that was the video footage that I deleted like a moron. That was our tournament. I promise we're going to do better in the next tournaments with video footage and everything, including our practice videos. I think I did an all right job on the practice videos, but we'll do a little bit better from now on. Guys, if y'all like these videos, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment down in the comment section below. If you fished with us in the White Pine Marine Tournament on Cherokee Lake a few weeks ago, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know how y'all did. Let me know if you got on a pattern or anything differently. Not that it really matters. It was like 3 weeks later, so I'm not going to take any of your stuff. Can't, just like you all can't take any of my stuff because they're gone. They've moved again. So that's kind of the purpose for why we've delayed a lot of our videos, guys. So like, comment, subscribe, notifications on. Take care, everybody.